was Joe really doing this film and then reading the script, but that was what initially had drawn it to me because, you know, I really like his films and have wanted to work with him. So he told me about it, but also at the same time told me that Gary Oldman was playing Churchill, so that was kind of a triple draw. And because then I read the script and I thought it was really, really wonderful. It's the Second World War, and it's just as he's becoming Prime Minister. So it's this time of uncertainty. When you begin the film, you're not sure who's in power and where it's going to go, and so it's The Darkest Hour is a very apt, obviously, title, and the war's progressing and France has been invaded, and personally Elizabeth's brother is fighting in the war, so she's got a very real connection to what's going on because he's in France and she doesn't know for most of the film what's happened to him. And then so it just charts this very first couple of weeks with Churchill and the decisions he makes. This is a story, sometimes because it's about politics and history and you know, stuff that might feel potentially quite heavy, but he brings a real sense of intimacy and humanity and personal relationships between the characters, which I think Joe does really well. He's very kind of clear and tells stories, paints pictures so beautifully through his direction and also how he moves the camera and the kind of atmosphere he creates. It feels very collaborative, and you know, Ivana, who's sort of totally transformed me really with my look, because I've got this as a wig and all those bits in costume with Jacqueline, you sort of feel that all together you're creating these characters, and I think that only really happens when you trust the people you work with, and so yeah, I think that is really unique and special. At the start, when we meet Elizabeth, she's sort of less prepared and less ready to face this man, and isn't sort of equipped to deal with his quite harsh treatment of her. And the costume reflects that. She's in this kind of quite soft dress, and you know, and then as we go on, she becomes harder, and she's got this suit and this sort of knit and wool that she wears down in the war room, and you sort of feel that she's growing up and becoming more serious and assertive, and yeah, I had lots of fittings with Jacqueline where we kind of explored different styles and dress shapes, and I love all that stuff. It's just where the character begins, I think.